What up, what up? Here we are with another episode of the Hooswhere podcast. I'm your host, Chase Minifield, coming to you live. We in Richmond, Virginia this season, season 5. Max, what's good?
What up, world? Season 5 back in Richmond, new hometown. So I'm excited to have everybody.
Hey man, we got a UVA legend.
Oh man,
you can't even knock it from what I say.
That's what we had Dex on here, but this is close to.
It's right up there.
Yeah, it's right up there with that.
It's right up there.
They're gonna pick that up on the paper or something the daily, at least
for sure.
Minimum.
This might be the first interview that did too.
Yeah,
I don't know. So. This might be one of the first joints. You know what I'm saying? Post football.
I don't know if we got enough time allocated, but we're gonna see.
All right, we'll see.
There's a lot to unpack.
Hey, to say no more, we got Jameel, Sewell. Hey. What I call 10. QB, man, QB extraordinary for UVA. He's I let him give his little intro, but you know, when we came in as rooks, he was the guy that was running the show.
Yeah.
So what's good, man?
I ain't making no noise.
Hey, bro, pick up your mic.
I gotta hold that.
Yeah. It works a little better.
Okay, yeah. What's up, fellas?
You can lay back with it though.
Okay, back. Yeah, I'll kick back.
Make yourself comfortable, bro.
Fuck it, I'm on here too.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it, yo. For real. That was a great intro y'all did for your boy, man.
Yeah, man.
For real. I appreciate. I feel like y'all think highly of me, and I do appreciate that. For
Absolutely.
real. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was your young boys out there. You know what I'm saying? What we seen you do on the field. First of all, I don't think it was actually replicated or even close to until Perkins got there at UVA. But then they was trying to – I was telling people that he was doing what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I was telling people.
Hey,
but,
man.
you know what I'm saying, we'll get into that, to the full story of everything.
For sure.
Of how that stuff was going on. So tell us a little bit, man. Where you from Richmond? You went to Hermitage. Tell us a little bit of your come-up story before you got to UVA.
Oh, yeah, I'm born and raised in Richmond. Spent my toddler years in the north side of Richmond and pretty much grew up in an area called Lakeside over here. It's out in Henrico, like Lakeside. They go to all the Henrico County public schools and everything. Went to Moody Middle School. Ended up going to Hermitage High School, playing some football. I always played rec ball until I got to high school. My father said I wasn't allowed to play for Moody because they were straight ass. And he was like, you ain't getting hurt going out there. They terrible. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I'll play rec ball. All my boys was playing rec ball anyway, too. Mm-hmm. So I played there. I played at Laurel, and then I ended up playing at Glen Island. The guy who really mentored me with football outside of my father and sports was a dude named Griff Yancey. He went to JMU.
Okay.
But his father was the one who was always making sure I was good. If my father won't be able to make a game or something like that, which he always did. But wherever he went athletically, that's why I did. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so playing high school ball, then ended up going to UVA, meeting y'all boys. I was out there.
Was you just playing football? What was you playing at Hermitage?
Football and basketball.
You was hooping?
Yeah. I was just doing so. I played basketball. I started playing organized basketball when I was 12. Mm-hmm. We always played in the street everywhere, all over Richmond. We always played, but organized ball. My first year was playing. I was 12, and then I played. Griff Yancey saw me playing, heard I could shoot a little bit, and I could defend. Back then, I had a jumper that was mean, my nigga. Like, I was so serious. I had a serious jumper when I was 12. I lost that jank probably that same year. but right there, I had a mean jumper. So he picked me up one day. I was running around, and he just picked me up, called my mama, was like, I'm about to take him to go to this basketball thing. I didn't know what it was because his son, Little Griff, was already on the team and everything. So I thought I was just going to watch them do whatever. And next thing you know, I'm trying out for the team. I'm out that jank running around, and I ended up making the team. Nice. So that's how I got on with AAU basketball. I got a brother, a man I call, we came up from the sandbox, Greg Rufford. He was the main reason why I continued to play basketball in high school. You know what I mean? He used to always be like, I ain't playing if you ain't going to play, but he was that motherfucker. For real. 1,000 points, all that. He was that dude. But yeah, I played basketball a little bit. I even had some offers.
Got some offers?
Hell yeah.
There you go.
I had some offers. It was like Ryder.
Okay.
I think Ryder, and it was just like Penn, University of Pennsylvania, some shit like
You
something.
Penn?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Yeah, that was that, man. Them the only two sports I played. I do wish I would have ended up playing baseball though. I really would have wished I played baseball. People used to beg me to play baseball because I was a big lefty. So I blew that.
Did that? So you was playing football. Who recruited you from UVA?
Oh shit. So this recruited or got offers?
No. Who from the University of Virginia recruited you?
Oh, who from there?
Yeah.
That was Mike London and Mike Groh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they both was recruiting you.
Yeah, they was Fitz was the man in the area. Like Fitz had probably 60 damn scholarship offers, all deep. You know what I'm saying? So they come to see him. They damn sure gonna see me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So Coach L and like I say, Mike London was coming down there Coach Groh, Mike Groh was coming down there to holler at me.
And how was how was y'all Hermitage team? Obviously, you and Fitz was on the team. How was y'all? Like, was y'all states running up for state?
Fucking stacked. That's how our team was. We was stacked. We had back then. That's when the Grow model, the big, faster, stronger, tougher. We was that.
Yeah.
We just we couldn't never get over the hump, man. We lost to schools that was that ain't had a caliber athlete we had, or just the talent at all. You know what I mean? With just mistakes. Primarily it was me. I'm gonna be real. I fucked it up against LC Bird to go to the state semis. Yeah. I missed the pick in the middle of the field.
Okay.
Dude caught that jam. He ended up, matter of fact, is a dude named Grayson. He was that dude. He ended up going to the University of Richmond. And I think he went to the show. He went to the league too, I believe, if I'm correctly speaking. But he was nice.
Yeah.
And I went across the jam. I couldn't figure out if I'm gonna hit him or go for the pick. And I'm in the middle of it, and I went for the pick. That jam went right through my arms. Boom. Six. So I pretty much blew that jank. We could have sealed the deal with that.
Yeah.
So that was on me. I'll wear that. But
so who else recruited you from UVA, and what made you decide to come to the university? I mean, not from who else recruited you, offered you, and what made you decide to come to the University of Virginia?
All right. So I had I was recruited by every ACC school besides Miami. I was getting the little bullshit mail from Miami, and that's why I wanted to go. Yeah. Growing up, that's why
I wanted to go.
For real, for real though. And I ain't, I mean, that was after first of all, I didn't think I was going to college, no way. But anyway, I wanted to go to the U. My father used to always talk about that, talk about Miami, how nice they was, and then you hear about it just as much you hear about Nebraska. But I had pretty much every school in the ACC recruiting. I had offers out of Syracuse was my very first offer. Okay. Syracuse. Shout out to Jim Reed, man. He changed my life.
Hey,
yeah. Y'all remember Jim Reed? Yeah. Jim Reed, man, he helped change my life for sure.
Okay.
Jim Reed called me. So the story with Jim Reed was my freshman year. That's back when all the schools used to go to 7-on-7 camps and college camps, team camps back then. Yeah. You'll go, like, your high school will go to the university's team camp. Excuse me. So my freshman year, as soon as I got to Hermitage, we all went to the camp, and I was a youngin', and I went out there, Jane, and showed my ass. Like, as far as the quarterback and Jane, I was killing it. Everybody was looking at me type of vibe, and I performed pretty well. So that got Jim Reed attention right then and there. And then a couple years later, Jim Reed ends up going to Jim Reed goes to Syracuse. I get pulled out of class by my head coach, Coach Patrick Kane. And first thing I'm thinking is I'm in trouble again. I done did something. They done finally caught up and I done found me. They pulled me out of class because he acting funny. Coach Kane acting funny, and he pulling me like, he's standing at the door like, come here. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh shit, and everybody looking. So I get up, get my stuff, we take a walk. He was like, yeah, you gotta come talk with me or whatever. And then he was like, we get to the field house where his office is, his football coaching office is. Then he started to smile, was like, you got a call. And that's when Jim Reed was on the phone for Syracuse and was like, that was my very first offer. It was like, hey, this is Coach Jim Reed, gave the whole spiel, was like, we want you type of Jane. I was like, oh, all right, that's what's up. And then after that one joint cracked the seal for everything, and everybody started giving me offers. Everybody, I mean, I got a UCLA jank, I got a Nebraska jank. Like I say, a majority of the ACC schools. Cincinnati, West Virginia, Jank.
You take any visits?
That's the thing, bro. I won't go nowhere.
Yeah.
I used to, so UVA already had a little place in my heart simply because of Fontel Mines.
Okay.
He was already there. We
Okay.
went to high school together.
You went to Hermitage?
Yeah, but
gotcha,
he was 2 years ahead of me, and I ain't never really get to play.
Gotcha.
But he was already up there, and so me and Fitz used to go and just go up that Jane and holler at him and whatnot. We would always be a part of the parties and everything. So I'm going up that Jane like, shit, this Jay night, this what it's like.
Yeah.
That's literally, I went to Maryland. I went to Maryland and checked out, had a little visit with them. But outside of them, those are the only two schools I really visited, bro. I didn't know too much about going and
Taking
doing
visits and stuff like that, yeah.
If I would have known what I know now, like, I would have been up that
Got
Jay.
at least all 5 of them joints.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you feel me? I would have went on that Jay to talk about, let me get a check or something.
Yeah.
But
sure.
it was it was cool, man. And I wanted Ohio State, man. That was another school I wanted to go to. Never got a letter.
Yeah.
No type of recruitment.
nothing.
Yeah, I guess I want that caliber guy. It's all good. Let's see. There was a lot of schools though that I was pleased. It was one of them things when if I was coming home straight off the bus, I couldn't wait to go to the mailbox.
See
You
what's
remember
up.
them days?
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes the mailbox be so full, mama sit a jank beside the mailbox for them to put
Yeah.
whatever they got. And
Oh, that's how it couldn't even fit in the real mailbox.
it was exciting. That's exciting. It was exciting, man. That'd be a highlight of the day, man, when you come home and you see love, and then you see like handwritten letters and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But my decision to go to UVA was it was compounded with different things like things I had going on personally in my life, and then just the amount of love they showed and the proximity of it because of the personal things in my life that was going on. Had some stuff going on and shit, and they just really fucked with me, man. Al Groh and Mike Groh really showed love, yo. Really showed love. I'm talking about calling, personal letter every single day, handwritten, even if it's just saying "have a good day" type.
Yeah.
Of, you know what I'm saying? You know how that goes. He's sending it.
Yeah.
He making sure.
Yeah.
So
I didn't get those, Chase.
Yeah, you might not have. I think I might have got a couple.
I ain't getting that every day.
Yeah.
I got maybe once a month.
every day, Mike Groh showed love. Yo. Mike Groh for sure.
So what they was
showed
talking
love.
about, you know what I'm saying? You got UCLA, you got Maryland, you got all these offers out there, you know what I'm saying? They know you coming up to the campus, hanging out with Fontel. Fontel probably hitting them like, hey, we need Mill. You know what I'm
More
saying?
than likely, yeah.
We need
He that
Mill.
type of dude. Yeah, that
So,
type of dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like, was you thinking they was gonna come and play you? Like, what was you looking for?
Bro, I wasn't looking for nothing.
Yeah.
I was just going through high school, just playing football.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, again, I ain't think I was going to college. At the end of the day, I really ain't. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. It
Are
wasn't.
you first go to college out of your family?
No, both my parents went to
Okay.
college. Man, I grew up at the University of Virginia Union University.
Okay.
Both my parents went there, but neither of them finished.
Okay.
But I'm the first to really take it to the level that I took it to. My father, he an old head. My father, 70, 71. Shout out to Broadway, man. Harry Sewell, he the reason I am the way I am in every aspect. I'm thankful for him because he really, when it comes to this athletic, and this being a man, period,
Yeah.
he made sure I was straight no matter what. Thank you, Lord, for him and my mama. But my father, he from D.C., Northeast D.C., Northwest. Okay, shout out. What's up with it? And he came down to Union, came to Richmond, and messing with these country boys that he'll say these Bamas, as he would say. But he did well. He played quarterback and then ended up moving to safety.
Okay.
And ain't get too much love after his college career was over with, but he got pretty much like a farm team in Green Bay, the Green Bay, the Packers farm team.
Okay.
He ended up going out there, spent some time out there, but that was that came up a little short because, like I say, I told you my father's age, he about 70.
Yeah.
And back then, you can't really be no black quarterback. They gonna look at you like,
Yeah.
that's a thing. What he always told me, he say, shit, that's a thinker's man's position according to the white man.
Yeah. So
they won't fucking with him.
Yeah.
Boom, that was his football career was done after that.
Yeah.
Then so he taught everything he taught me, everything I know athletically is
It's from him.
From him. Yeah, I'm talking
what's
about
up.
I can play any position. I was taught at the young age to
Play
be
quarterback?
able to play. Huh?
Play quarterback? He taught you to play quarterback?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. He taught me to play quarterback. He taught me how to long snap. He taught me how to play lineman, receiver. I used to catch bricks in the nighttime because Jerry Rice did. I used to catch bricks at night when we would train.
Okay.
He was like, that give you soft
Okay,
hands.
soft hand.
That's what he was saying, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad, Jerry Rice supposedly did that ballerina shit too, so I'm glad my pop ain't do that.
That was one too much. That was one too much.
Something.
Yeah. Pop had me right, boy. Pop had me right, because I had the Forrest Gump legs when I was little.
Forrest Gump legs.
With the braces
With
and
the braces
everything.
on?
Yeah, boy, I had the
Come on, man.
no real
Nah,
shit.
yeah, I
I promise you real shit.
Somebody got to send us a picture
I
of
was
that.
so but it ain't no. I don't got no pictures. But I had my jeans was so
Straight
bad,
bad,
man.
yeah?
I had to
Oh,
get the
Jersey braced up.
Yeah, man, that
Okay.
jank crazy. So that's my get it out the mud story. Like shit, I could barely walk.
Yeah.
And then I turned into the caliber athlete that I was.
Solid.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Broadway. He made sure of that.
That's what's up.
I got to see that to believe it.
So, you didn't think you was going to college, got all these scholarship offers, and I mean, one thing I know about Mill is that like he big on his community. He big on the people around. He take care of the people that are surround him, which is one thing I
Thank you.
always, admired about what you do is that like he's a selfless leader from that
Appreciate
standpoint.
that. Thank you.
If anybody in his crew is getting down, he getting down. You know what I'm saying? For real. No, dead ass.
Good or bad?
Yeah. But then also the team around him won't you know what I'm saying? Like, let me go ahead and tell the story. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
here we go.
Go ahead,
Go ahead and
So-
tell the story, man. So I'm a young boy out there. So I'm I guess we come in 07.
Yeah, we came in 07.
Mill, what year? You was there in 09? Or 05?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you was a
when
freshman in 05. So Mill 2 years older than us. And I sat out my first year. But I always been, the loudest mouth in the room. You know what I'm saying? Always been that. So, here I am. I sat out my whole first year, didn't get to play. I'm practicing training camp my redshirt freshman year. I'm trying to reprove who I am. You know what I'm saying? And I'm running it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Third string
Fact.
running it.
Fact.
And
Fact.
I think I tried Bird. And I was just out there just like, on some fake bullying stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we got into a little tussle down there at the end of the play, and we all scrambled up. Mill come in there, bro. Grab my by the face mask. Grab my face mask, bro. And it's like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. And I'm like, bro, my whole defense let me get choked up. Yeah. My whole defense let me get choked
no
up,
one had
man.
your back.
Hey,
I
I
apologize.
went back and looked at the tape. You know what I'm saying? My guys cook. You know what I'm saying?
That's my guy.
I know.
That's my brother. That's my
That's what I'm
brother.
telling you, bro. That's when I realized he was on both sides.
They just let him go.
Yeah.
That's off
what I mean.
limits.
He was taking care of his offensive guys, but he had inside guys on the defense, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? That's when I checked myself and was like, all right, you just can't be dogging and running it to everybody out here. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some respect to the hierarchy or something.
There you
See what
go.
I'm saying? So, I do remember that because ain't nobody ever, that was Cam Newton back in, how Cam Newton choked up Josh Norman and them?
That was before that.
Because, me was 6'3".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You was light back then too.
I
You
was
about
5'10",
180?
I couldn't hit 225. You know what I'm saying?
You about 180.
Oh, yeah.
Soaking wet.
Hey, I was a sniper. You know what I'm saying? I just run it and hit you when you're not looking like stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been funny. But
Oh man.
I always hold my nigga Dom Joe, because I'm like, hey man, you supposed to be
Shout
my
out to
man.
Dom Joe.
You supposed to be my man. You know what I'm saying? On defense, playing corner. You know what I'm saying? Simo.
Same class.
Yeah, y'all supposed to be in there with me.
Yeah.
But then y'all seen it was 10, and y'all was like, nah.
we ain't want no parts of that.
Simo, my people, man. Me and Simo from around the same way.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's my dog, man. Yeah.
So Mill, man, he's always taking care of his people, man, and people ride for him because of that. And
Thank you, yeah.
that's a good quality of a leader. So you come to UVA, man. Tell us about your first year on campus, man. You just out here, just like enjoying yourself. You expect to play?
Factual.
None of that.
I wasn't expecting to play at all. I'm just there. Young and ignorant. I ain't got my parents to be out there saying do this and do that, or you can't do this and do that.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place, man. I'm all over the goddamn place, man. And then I'm in my mind, I'm expecting. I'm like, shit. I'm a quarterback. I'm the quarterback out this jank. I should be okay with whatever go on.
Yeah.
Shit ain't go like that at UVA.
Nah.
You know, they ain't rocking with that.
little
Not
different.
even a little bit. Not even a little bit. But my freshman year,
Who was quarterback when you was there? Who was the
legend 1-8, the great boy.
Biscuit.
Biscuit, man. The legend 1-8, the great man. Thank you for him as well. Just as much as Fontel looked out for me with my UVA and college experience.
Yeah.
Biscuit did it and maybe even took it to another level, especially because we in the same room. You know what I'm saying?
Was that a factor of like seeing a black quarterback at UVA at that time? Was that any reason for why you was coming?
It actually did have a little bit to do with it. It was more so Coach Grow.
Yeah.
It was my father and Coach Grow. My father used to always be like, shit, you know, that nigga just coming from the NFL. That's an NFL coach. And he know what Coach Grow about. Coach Grow a legend, bro. Regardless of how people feel about bro, that nigga's a legend, man. He plugged. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that played a big part in why the fact that I went to that school also. But then seeing Biscuit, we would go and I watched him play and go play against Miami and playing against all these, you know what I'm saying, just doing his thing and like, little dude. Yeah. Little dude, hands bigger than mine though, but little dude getting busy out there. And the way that you speak as far as how the people will ride for me or whatever the case may be, and the selfless love that I portray, that I show and give was him. That's him. Everybody, I don't care where everybody, man. That's Biscuit, man. It don't do no funny shit with Biscuit. Don't whatever. It's nothing but respect. Because he it won't like he was no gangster or nothing like that, but he was just a loving person who just always made sure that whoever around you gonna be good. You're gonna be good. And he could also get you some shit because he'll kidnap you off campus and make you drink all day. You feel me? The old heads used to do that shit. You'll be right at the black bus stop, sitting right there waiting, and the car gonna pull up. Get in, bro. No classes, no nothing. Because it'll be like during spring when we get done. It ain't nothing going on, bro. Come on. And you know how that go. And then we just having a good old time that lead on all the way to, but Nah, I ain't never got into no shit because of Biscuit. I'm just running my mouth, man. Excuse me, nah. Biscuit a legend, man. Biscuit, but seeing him there and then seeing the love and the respect that he got, you know, that.
Did you take anything from his game? Watching him, being in film room, studying tapes, like what did y'all do from a game perspective? Anything? More
intangibles than anything.
Yeah.
Just making sure I'm being fearless, and the leadership aspect. And you watch him, you're gonna pick up on it naturally. Just watching how he carries himself and moves and everything, and how infectious his personality is with folk. I pick up more intangibles than whatever. But he always helped me. Like I would struggle with the playbook. We was on that West Coast joint, and I'll struggle with it, and he'll make sure that he'll find a way to break it down somehow, some way to make sure I was right. He ain't feel no threat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're going to get in them quarterback rooms and nigga, it's dog eat dog, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So which I understand, but he ain't care about none of that. He won't worry about it. He was trying to make sure. I think he really wanted to try to go back to receiver. So what I'm saying? Yeah, I think he really just wanted to play receiver that year. Yeah. Not really. I know he did, but he was trying to, speed up my process so I could try to get in there and do what I do. But I used to run a scout team and kill it out there, Jank. Boy, I used to have a good time on that scout team until Diaco used to hate on me. He used to scream on me and shit because I wouldn't throw to the highlighted person on the card. I'd throw to whoever open.
Yeah. He was out there playing for real.
Yeah, I would just throw to whoever open.
Trying to win games out there.
Yeah, so I kind of get it, because they need to see like, all right, this is what they like to do. This is who gets the ball in this situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to see what it's going. But at the same time, nigga, they know that, and it's 3 motherfuckers right there. Like, in my head, I'm, you know what I mean?
Making me worse.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So, me and him had some real
run-ins?
Hell yeah.
Diaco a yeller though.
Yeah,
he definitely a screamer.
Cool now, but I had to let him know he couldn't talk to me no certain type of way.
Yeah.
And if I felt like I really won't doing nothing too wrong,
I don't care about the scout team looks. I intercepted. I think I might have intercepted a repeat. You know
yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, let me see that again.
Let's see it again.
Let me see it again.
Oh, yeah.
You knew where it was going.
Oh, yeah.
You can less.
Spin off of that post, intercepted that wheel.
I believe it too.
Oh, that's classic,
Wow,
boy.
boy,
That's
man.
classic, boy.
That's
That's
crazy.
something else right there.
Yeah, so all right, man, you jump in there, you learning first year, you know what I'm saying, learning about biscuit. Your second year, was it redshirt? You redshirt?
Yeah, that because so I'll backtrack a little bit with my freshman year. My freshman year, I started to take reps with the first team.
Okay.
And I guess but I mean when you're doing that, they trying to groom you to get ready to do something for you, to play you, whatever the case may be. So I'm getting some first team reps at the end of the period or whatever, or during each period I'll catch some first team reps, and I'm in that jank with the Brickashaw Ferguson, Brad Butler, Bart. Damn, he was an animal. That motherfucker was a cold bitch. He'll choke you out in the middle. He'll throw up in the middle of the play.
Who you talking about, Will?
Now
Bart?
Will Barker was on that too.
Barker.
Will
Barker.
Barker. But he was that
Will
type.
Barker
He was
was
that
young.
size.
Okay, gotcha.
Bart. Damn, Bart name, man. But they had some dogs, man. That's one thing about it. They always had some dogs on that front line, man.
Yeah.
Had some dogs, and I was in that
Girl, like
joint.
them linemen.
Absolutely.
Always.
And I go into that joint, and I'm reading the wristband, shaking and shit like, damn. Brickashaw, he had the weirdest voice. He's 6'7", you know what I'm saying, straight muscle for the most part.
Yeah.
And I'm reading the play, double deuce mid right, running that. Hey man, you gotta speak up, young. You can't nobody hear you. Pick your head up. You gotta speak up. So I'm looking up. You know, he telling me it ain't no time for that, man. Boy, we playing ball. Like tighten up.
Yeah, for sure.
I get it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brick, and the rest of them boys. But yeah, they help. They a lot of people like help my development. That's a beautiful thing about the guys I came up around, man. They really made sure that I was going to go on the right track. They helped me, yeah. Because at the end of the day, if they helping me, I'm gonna help them. You know, helping me is helping them.
Yeah.
Also, that's just a fact of life. Period. Yeah. So I did that with the first group, and who were we playing? We was playing somebody. I had a hand warmer on. It was probably 80 degrees. I used to bring out Chris Long Red Bull in my hand. Like he started
hand
saying
warmer.
that I would have my hand.
Yeah.
So I would have sunflower seeds, C-Long Red Bull, and like some bubble gum and joint. I'm on the sideline. Nigga, I'm watching the show. I'm watching the dogs go. I'm watching the show, and all of a sudden, somebody called down from up top. You know what I'm saying? Warm up. Warm up. I ain't paying any attention. Not Cook, Vic beside me doing like this. Hey, they called. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Eyes like this now. Oh shit! I don't know how. I don't know how to read that weak safety.
Yeah.
What you want me to do?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that joint. And I'm like, oh shit, so I'm starting to warm up. I'm on the sideline warming up, and all my guys that came in with me, my class, you know what I'm saying?
They're like, let's go.
Big country walker, John Phillips, they walking like, let's go, Mill, you know what I mean? They gassing me, and I'm like, bro, I ain't ready, man. I'm scared. I don't know nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I was gonna go. I ain't worried about it. But
You got to figure it out.
yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that. I don't care. I'm gonna let my nuts hang. But it ended up not coming out. And like they ain't
go
put me
in?
out there. Nah, they ain't put me in, and that's all.
I thought you was about to say you went to the field with a Red Bull.
I popped that Jane off.
Sunflower
Look,
seeds dropping out.
it did though, cause I popped that Jane off, and that Jane hit the ground. Boom! All them Janes come out and all that shit. I said, oh Lord, I don't want to worry about it. I think Vic might have picked it up for me.
That's funny.
But Vic was, you know what I'm saying, he was supporting me like crazy. He the one letting me know like they calling me. I think I might have been trying to ignore it or something. I don't know. I might have been trying to ignore it, but
That
yeah.
ain't me.
So I forgot what game it was, but I was about to go in. I was warming up. It ended up. They pretty much said, "All right, nah, fuck it."
Yeah. Who was it? Dakey was in front of you.
Dakey was in front of me. Chris Olsen was in front of me, and Chris McCabe.
Okay.
Not Chris McCabe. McCabe is. I apologize, man, because I got nothing but love for them boys, and I apologize for. But McCabe, Chris Olsen, and Scott Dakey were in that with the 3 other quarterbacks
in the room
behind us. Yeah, in that room. With me. And it was a quarterback. We called him Johnny Buckets. John Phillips.
Oh, okay.
He was a walk-on guy from. Was he from Tennessee? Yeah, my boy was from Tennessee. Cool as hell, man. Long hair, man. Just laid back. Ain't say too much. Shout out to Johnny Buckets also. He would help out a lot. All, you know what I'm saying? Dakey too. They show love. And then the following year.
You started, right?
Yeah. So I played.
You know you was gonna start going into that year?
Nah. I ain't know. Because I didn't start. I didn't start the first 2 games. Or either the first 3 games.
Who started?
Christian Olsen.
Okay.
Greg Olsen's little older brother. They brothers.
Yeah, I got you.
They brothers, whatever. Jersey boys. So
He must have transferred. I ain't never heard of that name.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that.
he was there 2 years.
Oh, okay.
No, he was there. Yeah, so he was there my freshman year and then my sophomore year. So yeah, them 2 years.
You'd have graduated when we came. So
Yeah, he was gone when you came, man. He was gone when you came. Funny shit about that boy. I don't know. We might get to it. So the spring game leading up to that joint, I got a lot of traction from the fans and everything. I ain't had to do nothing but scramble one time.
Yeah.
It's something exciting about seeing your quarterback scramble.
Yeah. Busy.
You feel me? So I don't even think I threw a touchdown in the spring game. I might not even threw a touchdown, or maybe anyway, I just know I had a couple scrambles, completed a few passes, and the fans and the supporters showed a whole lot of love, boy, a whole lot of love. And my freshman year, I got didn't know I was gonna make it to my sophomore year, because my freshman year, like I say, I wasn't doing no work or whatever. Like I wasn't going to class, and that carried on the rest of my career. But yeah, I wasn't doing that. But I made it. Boom. But I'm on academic probation, and so I make it. I get to participate in the spring ball, do all that, get some traction from the fans and supporters, and ended up going into camp, competing and doing very well. Chris Olsen won the job. He was a senior that year. Kevin McCabe was number 2, and I was number 3. And after it was, they didn't perform too well. So we played Western Michigan, I believe it was. And Kevin McCabe, that's his name, K-Mac. Kevin McCabe, I'm sorry. Shout out to Kevin McCabe, yo. He got in, I guess it was like the 3rd game. He got in, and it just didn't go his way. The flow of the game just won't go on that well or whatever. And so halftime, I ended up coming in after halftime, 3rd quarter, whatever. I coming in and I get some reps. When I go in the game, they in the stands hollering, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like, yeah, let's see what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? He doing that jank. And I get out there, 38 Colt maybe. Cool. Then we come around and I think we hit him with like 438, the play action joint. We hit him with the hard play action, 7 yards deep in the backfield type shit. Boom, hard play action. Bootleg, and I ain't see nothing. I took that jank for like 10.
Yeah.
Niggas went the fuck off, boy. They went crazy. They went this off of that. They went crazy, boy. And I started feeling that energy, and they just went crazy. And then like after that was pretty much all she wrote for real.
Yeah.
Jeezy was just on some like this. Nah, this.
That's it.
This you. Yeah. I got a couple snaps. The games before, like I think it was Pittsburgh. I think BJ Reeves was still out there, jank. I threw a dig from the far right X receiver, jank, and he down there picked it.
Who, Reeves?
Yeah, that was my first.
Okay.
My
out
first
there on the island with him.
My first passing attempt in college football was almost 6 the other way.
Yeah.
but yeah, so that following week that was Western Michigan, I believe, and and I told y'all that story, and then after that it was just
off to the races.
Yeah,
figure it out.
Yeah, it was my show. It was my show after that.
Yeah, man.
Thank
so you jump in. You done had all up until we gonna create like it was this half of Jameel's career, and then like this half of this Jameel's career. Right. So the first half, you went down there. You shut down the U, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he shut down the U.
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
But I'm just saying, you start quarterback, you shut down the U. That game that everybody talk about, 48-0.
That's because
Don't forget the Maryland comeback.
They got too much pride, man. Them boys had too much pride. I think, because the U was the U. You know what I'm saying? They got pure speed and they got all this shit. They wanted to lock up shit all across the board the whole game.
Yeah.
It just ain't work. We play, we run, and we can run the ball.
Yeah.
We got juice. We got goddamn Rashawn Jack. We running that jank.
CP.
Power football. Say it. Power football, boy.
Yeah.
You understand me? Power football. And then we, right out the back door, sneak the slide.
KO.
I'm dumping a 5-yard pass, turning into 20 every time. Tom Santee, big country, easy money. But them boys across the field from us was trying to drop their nuts and say we just gonna play man on y'all boys. It ain't work. It got y'all ass for it. They had the rock out there, the coin toss, all that shit.
They had everything.
Anything.
Take this ass whooping back down to Coral Gables, boy. Dog they ass, man. Straight dog them, man.
I remember that.
So you also did the Maryland joint, right? Maryland joint.
Yeah, Maryland come back. I got
What's some of your
knocked out
favorite
that game.
games? What's some of your favorite games of quarterback?
It was that joint. I would say one that I can remember a little bit was against Maryland. I scored my first rushing touchdown on a draw, 40 paint key out of a 2-by-1 formation. So we probably was in deuce mid, either left or right.
Yeah.
Catch that jank, see what the X look like on that side. If I'm gonna throw the key or not, or I'm gonna just take off. If he displaced, I'm gone. Middle linebacker displaced, boom. I took off for 35 on them boys. Slow as hell. I got it done though. I got it done though. And I also did I throw a pick six to that same dude? Yes, I did, because we lost that game. But I scored my first college touchdown, rushing. Rushing, yeah, man. So I do remember that joint against, and that was joint. Celebration was whack. I ain't do nothing but clap, probably, or something like that.
I got to know how you feel, man, because you been one of them boys that would have got some money with this new NIL deal. So I got to know what your thoughts on it, what you think about it's doing to college football, college sports in general.
It's good and bad and good and good and evil, however you want to say it, and everything.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, it's good. It's just, I guess it's perspective, and I guess it's what you do with it. But I would have loved for that Jane to be around when I was around. It was 10 jerseys in the stands, like it was 90, like it was 91 jerseys.
Right.
Thank the Lord. And I would have got some bread, boy. Yeah, I would have got some bread. Mama and them would have been all right.
Yeah.
For real. I'm glad they doing it.
Yeah.
I'm glad they doing it. And it's kind of that in the portal. If I could speak about the portal a little bit, that is it's a blessing again, and it's a curse at the same time. It's fucking the game up. I be talking to Vic Hall, and he was prior to this year. He was at Ball State, and he's the DB's coach at Ball State, holding it down, and that's a Virginia legend also. Like the state of Virginia and Virginia football legend.
Do it all, Vic Hall.
Fact. Actual factual. That's the man. They were telling me not to go there because Vic going there. But you ain't playing behind him. That's what I was hearing. You know what I'm saying? Vic, Vic Hall going there, right? And I'm like, at the end of it, really, I ain't know who Vic Hall was.
Yeah.
But he was, when it came to football in Virginia, we talking about Vic. And then you could talk about somebody else like Macho Harris. Yeah. But well, I'm off track. I'm so sorry.
But that's
man.
interesting why you talking about that, because you guys come in and y'all best friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all best friends.
Absolutely.
And
To this
y'all
day.
don't care. I mean, I would like to know as far as like, was there any type of Vic was going to play defense, but then once you come back off of suspension, he played quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how was that type of situation? Y'all just want everybody to rock, or was it like, man, I'm trying to figure it out?
At the end of the day, nigga, is eat. Nigga. Like shit. Go out there and handle your business. It won't never no ill will or nothing. We lived together through college all our years. Except for my freshman year. But me and Vic, like I'm suspended from school. I'm walking in the house, he coming in from practice. Coming from work, he coming in from practice. I'm asking how shit going for you. You know what I'm saying? And we helping each other out no matter what it is. It ain't no hate. I watched him kill Tech.
Oh yeah.
I watched him kill Tech sitting right at my brother's house in Richmond one night. I mean, one day. Killed them boys, man. They came up a little short, though, but he was doing his thing. He could have been the Tech slayer, yo.
Oh, bro. You already know what. I don't want to talk about that joke, man. Because they put my man, Verica. Hey, Verica, you know, I got respect for you.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to Six,
They threw you
man.
in there. I blame the quarterback more so. I'm not the person that called the play.
Yeah.
Verica in the huddle for one snap through a pick.
They had
he cold. He coming off cold.
Bruh,
Leave
one
how we had
snap.
it. Yeah, that ain't good.
You could throw it out of bounds for all I care.
Let it thing go.
Yeah, we coming in.
We
next,
need you to manage.
Next
We need
joint.
you to be the hero.
Yeah,
Just
that
need
was-
you to manage.
Hey, bro, that was my freshman. I think that
was our freshman year.
Yeah, freshman year.
Where's your freshman year?
And you know, this one of my first. I started USC, and then I played. Coach Grove benched me, and then I played off the bench the rest of the year. But then I got another chance. I said, whenever I get my next chance, I'm gonna have a game.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I had a game against Tech, bro. I thought we was gonna win that joint.
I
And then,
did.
Bro, you used to be out there, Jank, pissing me off, boy, in practice. Why your attire look like that, man?
Chase,
What's
man.
up? Why you?
Yeah,
Chris Cook, man, I blame you. All them, man, I blame y'all, man.
That was
Letting this
his
boy,
rule?
man, let that boy come out there with bare arms and no gloves,
Hey,
yo.
no nothing.
Big jersey, big pants.
Man, big jersey.
Saggy
The
pants.
sleeves won't
Hey.
really tuck the way they were. You look like, you know, if you playing the Madden or you playing like Game Day 97 and
General.
all of a sudden you look on the sideline and everybody look the same.
Yeah,
Number
yeah,
99.
yeah.
That was him.
That was me.
But he
That
was
was
getting
Chase.
busy though.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Getting
yeah.
busy.
That was me for
No
sure.
funny shit, no homo, but the nigga had crazy ball skills with no
Yeah.
homo. That sounds crazy to me.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
that's wild.
that's crazy.
Chase all about
I got to
business.
pause that one
Yeah,
myself.
that's why
Hey,
I said it before.
Nigga had
but-
crazy ball
ball
skills.
skills.
Yeah, but I did, but that's it was no other way to. I had to get it. You know what I'm saying? I had to say it that way.
Yeah.
But the only person on that defensive side that I seen it like that had that talent was like Cook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was picking shit. I watched Cook reach the DB running. He undercuts it with the wrong hand and takes it out the receiver's hand.
Yeah.
I threw the jank, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I seen it. I threw the jank. He took it out the receiver hand like this. Picked that bitch.
He's like, I can't do nothing
And
about that.
I said, oh shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I don't know
But
what you want to
I
do,
seen
coach.
you do stuff like that. You,
Yeah,
you feel what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
and
for sure.
and I ain't knocking no other DB.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I really didn't see the other DBs do it the way you do it.
Yeah. No,
You
I
know what I'm
appreciate that,
saying?
bro.
So, but yeah.
Appreciate that. So yeah, man, let's jump into a little bit. Like, so you got suspended, man. Tell us about that. So you still didn't go to school. You wasn't going to class. You know what I'm saying? Go
Yeah.
class, show class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That might have been because they might give us that slogan because of you, bro.
Hey, man.
What it was?
Go to class, show class.
Oh,
Hey,
no, man. I was one of them dudes that had the little kindergarten desk sitting in front of Coach Grove desk, like
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of thing for study hall. If I had study hall, I'd sit in front of his little his big wood table
Yeah.
in front of his Jane. But man, that Jane hurt, boy. That Jane killed me.
it was right before the bowl game.
I got to play in that Jane.
You played in the
Oh,
bowl
you
game.
played in the bowl game.
I remember
played in the
you got,
bowl
you got
game.
hurt, and then Pete came in. That's how we lost.
Got you. So you did get to play.
We would've won
But
the
they didn't let
game.
Cook come to the bowl
Nah,
game.
They
let
took
Cook.
them niggas off the bus.
Yeah.
They came and got.
Hey, they know not to take you off the bus, boy.
Had a riot out there. Hold on now.
They came and took my dog Cook off the bus.
I
boy.
remember that.
And that Jane broke folk heart for real.
Yeah.
Because we said, oh shit, yeah, he gonna Crabtree about to be null and void. Yo.
Yeah.
Null and void if Cook out that Jane. Excuse me, a monster out that Jane. It is null and void, man.
We still held him for three and a half quarters, and then
But yeah,
That's
he did his
crazy
thing.
though.
I'll give
That's
him that.
crazy though. They said, I think when we interviewed Cook, he was like they was trying to reach me. They couldn't get in touch with me. You know what I'm saying?
Cut
He's
the
like,
phone off.
Yeah, he got his phone off or something. Showed up and they was like, "Hey, bro, hold on, come on."
we knew it was. I mean,
He
you
was
had
dressed
your,
up and everything.
yeah, you have your meetings and everything with the coaches telling you on thin ice or you this and that, like or like whatever the case may be. But I don't know what was different for me that was different for Cook because I believe Cook and I was both on academic probation our freshman
I'll
year.
tell you what was different. They wasn't going to go into the bowl game on national TV without their starting quarterback for the whole year. I'll tell you what was different. They'll take a chance on their corner not being there. With their starting quarterback, they weren't ready for that.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess that. Yeah,
they weren't ready.
There ain't a corner like Cook, but you got 4 or 5 others that at
Oh,
least
yeah.
played in the game.
Yeah,
they ain't only one quarterback that played all
Yeah,
year
for
now.
sure. That was
It's a little
crazy.
different.
Yeah.
So man, after you got that news, man, what did you do for the What you said you was working? What kind of work you was doing? You stayed in Charlottesville.
Shout out to Mr. Eric Johnson, prominent figure in Charlottesville. His son is Scooter. Chris Johnson was a defensive
Yeah.
He remember at UVA scholarship. That was one of the. Let me backtrack. Fontaine Mines, 1-8 the Great, and Scooter, Chris Johnson. They held me down when I was going and doing the little visits and everything. That's Chris Johnson's family was. We went to win a ball one time. Before win a ball, we all go to Chris Johnson house to take pictures or do whatever. And before we leaving from there. And his family just reminded me so much of all my family, you know what I mean? And like his mama ain't going for nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like she ain't letting you slide with nothing. She gonna call you out on all your bullshit, but she loving you, you know what I mean? She just was making sure he was all right. You feel what I'm saying? And so his father was the principal at Buford Middle School at that time. I got suspended. I didn't know what the fuck to do. Head spinning. I got people telling me go to Delaware. Joe Flacco just left. Go to Delaware. I got people just transfer, and then I got people saying sit down. You know what I mean? I didn't know what to do. I made the decision on my own. Me and my father got the beefing crazy, and that was the first time me and him had a disagreement where I ain't talked to that man for over 2 months. Broke me down. It is what it is, but he was letting me be a man. That's all that was. And he was just like, all right, that's how you feel. I'm going to let you be a man. You're going to figure this joint out. Yeah. Growing pains.
What your dad wanted you to do?
Leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just wanted me to play. It wanted the fact, you know what I'm saying? And then he felt a certain way about them people letting me get suspended.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, it wasn't their fault. Yeah. No, I did it. Don't get it twisted. But it's like he got pretty much the same mentality as I have. Like, I'm the quarterback.
You just start playing.
Take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Figure that shit out. Yeah. You did my freshman year. You know what I'm saying? My true freshman year, you did it. You know what I mean? And supposedly the reason that we were able to stay and whatnot is like all we needed was like one vote on the board of 12 or something like that. We had a plug. We had somebody that was going to vote us regardless. Some shit like that, if I'm correctly speaking. I believe it was that. And then the following year, once I got suspended, we ain't had that person on the board no more. They won't.
Yeah.
They ain't like Coach Groh, boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. They ain't like Coach Groh.
They ain't like the football team. I mean, the new AD, but the old one, he was about sports or about school.
Boy, I went through some shit with them people, man. Went through some shit. But yeah, they ain't like us, yo. They ain't like how much traction, positive traction, and how much things were changing because of our success. Primarily, you know, Coach Groh's success, and he gonna rub you the wrong way. Like he a straight shooter. He what the fuck was that, man? Pause.
Hey, man. I was going to ask about. I was going to ask a question, but I was thinking about should I ask it or not.
Ask whatever. I'm gonna tell you what
do you think it has anything about being at UVA or being a black quarterback at University of Virginia?
Fuck yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not what they want, you know what I'm saying, necessarily what they're accustomed to on how you know what I mean? Like I did my best to keep my mouth closed type of shit, you know what I mean? But what type of life is that? You gotta walk around and can't be yourself. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't no way to fucking operate, bro. That shit whack. You know, and I'll never ever again do it in my life ever again, no matter what the situation may be. I'm gonna be me. Yeah. Fuck how you feel, who it is. I'm gonna be me. But yeah, man, that jank, it did have a little bit to do with that, you know what I mean? It was, I guess I wasn't really on the straight and narrow path. I may not have been, but I don't know, man. It is what it is at this point in time, but a lot of people didn't like the direction the program was going, the success we were having, and they made Coach Groh, they made Jeezy fire his son.
Yeah.
What type of shit is that? You gotta fire your son?
That's tough.
It wasn't his fault.
Nah. I mean, I think they now realize with especially the new AD, how much a lot of sports are realizing how much college athletics affects the student population. Like when your team's good, especially, you know, your basketball, your football, when they good, it brings in more students and that brings in more money. And at the end of the day, when they realize, you know, what's bringing in the money, they're gonna change it around. You know, UVA got a whole new facility going in now. It's crazy. So
shout out, that's big time.
I just feel like there's a lot left on the table.
That shouldn't hurt us though. If you really think about it, like that suspension hurt.
Come on now,
bro. I had posters, man. You walk into the football office, the first person you see is me, and then you see Big Moose, Eugene Maru. You know what I'm saying? Like big as a bitch on the wall, across the wall. All that Jane. I had a Jane out here in Richmond on 60. Man, I'm talking about the minute I'm suspended,
everything came down.
Fuck you, Jameel.
That's wild.
I know. You know that would have been your third.
I was at the
year
peak.
Coming in.
I was at the peak of my career.
That'd have been
college career. I was at the peak, man. I was doing pretty decent, man. We were the cardiac calves.
We was trending up.
You feel me?
We had the bowl game.
We just had 9
next
games.
Year.
We should have had 10 wins.
Next year, how many games we win?
5.
5. Then
If
we went
that.
4.
No, then we won like 2.
2.
That was with
I think it was 3. Because we won 3 in a row.
Greg Brandon.
But then we won 3 in a row.
Greg Brandon.
Now we only won 2, and we won 2 because of defense.
Okay.
Defense only. We won UNC with 5 field goals.
Yeah. So, man, that was tough, man. For me, in my perspective, I never watched University of Virginia like that. But when I got there, you guys we was trending up, and then that situation happened, and it was hard for us to really. It was a trend down until we got to that bowl game our senior year.
Yeah.
And
They hate it, bro.
Yeah.
They hated it. At the end of the day, was some haters. Hey, Dean Gutman, yo. When I catch you, Dean Gutman. No, I'm been playing. But now for real, it's up, Dean Gutman.
We had to cut that.
Man, Dean Gutman, man. Dean Gutman wild out, man. She ain't fuck with us, yo. She ain't fuck with us. She
Yeah. I don't even know. Who
No,
that
but
is.
I don't know if the ladies. I'm just talking shit.
I don't even know
I'm
who
a
that is.
joker. I played,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't know if Dean Gutman may even still be living or not. But if she,
Cut that.
nah, fuck all
No, I
that.
just
Cut
mess
that.
around.
We playing.
I just mess around. We don't cut nothing around here.
Yeah,
Nah, we don't cut that.
We don't cut nothing.
but
But,
it's love, Dean Gutman. It ain't your fault. You know, at the end of the day, I made them
you
my
worked.
actions.
You worked at the middle school.
Yeah, I
while
worked
you
at the
was
middle
suspended.
school and coached at Charlottesville High School.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know
You
that.
still got that allure around the city? Like they see you and it's like that's Mill?
Nah, I never had
10?
it in the city.
Yeah?
I never had it like that in the city.
Only on campus.
Yeah, if they go 9-5. If
Yeah, 9-5 late.
we excuse me, not we, in the area, yeah, like Henrico, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we used to have this. The stands was packed. We was always flooded, so
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't know about the success we was having and my high school success, collegiately also. But when I was in it, when I was really in it, I would get love. Some people, you'll catch people staring at you or something like that, and you got to be like, yo, the fuck? And then you got to remember, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, they may possibly recognize you through the football.
Yeah.
But it
They
wasn't.
definitely gonna recognize you.
Yeah.
It really won't. I don't know. The allure, it just. Campus was crazy. That shit is nuts. Charlottesville was crazy.
Yeah.
That jank was crazy. But outside of Charlottesville, you know, I really kind of kept to myself when I was in Richmond, for the most part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
So when you got back and you got unsuspended, so what did you in that time frame? Was you working out, chilling, just work? I mean, like, how do you even stay motivated in that space of feeling like you got the short end of the stick?
bro, the emotions was crazy. My brain was spinning. I just don't know. It's kind of like you coming back and almost feel betrayed. Mm-hmm. But you got to understand, like, nah, bro, them your actions that did that shit. Mm-hmm. If you just would have did what they telling you to do, you probably would have been all right.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's my immaturity was on some, you know, these people they not doing.
They're not banging with
They
you.
ain't doing me right. You know what I'm saying?
And you know that goes back to what I just said at the beginning. Like, Mill's big on community, people having your back, things like that, and they feel like he can trust you type situation. And if you go into a situation where you're coming into a thing where you feel almost like betrayed, distrusted, how can you be the quarterback and the starting quarterback and run the team? And you don't know if everybody's rocking with you.
No, that's a fact, man. It was a tough. And I couldn't. The tough thing about it was, like, I was thinking, okay, I'm suspended though, but I can sneak in this locker room still and
Do
the
some
weight
stuff.
room and
Yeah,
still, you know,
work
do
out.
whatever. It won't none of that.
Mm-hmm.
Get from around here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that on top of that, I don't understand how it works. You know, that's all compliance and NCAA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that works. I'm thinking, like, well, you just can't play football. You suspended from school.
Yeah.
But you can come around
Right. Be a part of the team.
Yeah.
and be around. It won't
none
go
of
on
that.
like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't come watch film. I couldn't come work out. I couldn't get a free shake from you know, protein drinks, the Gatorades.
Couldn't do
Like,
nothing.
I couldn't do nothing. I ain't getting no t-shirts, no like. So we was just out there. You know what I mean? It was, you had to figure it out, and like that goes back to what my father said. Like, I made decisions to do what I did as a man on my own, and he let me grow as a man. I grew a lot then. And then 9-5 was gone too. They put my boy out. They put my brother out
we know.
also.
Yeah, it was y'all was the big three.
Yeah, the big three hurt us.
Like,
Yeah, there you go right there, 9-5.
Legend that walked in here, man. Legend for real. Y'all better know something. But it was the emotions I was going through. I just didn't know. I don't want to sit there and try to say like I had anger problems, but I don't like to feel like I'm being played with by anyone at any time and everything. And it was I'm big on trust, and I don't know. I decided to stay at UVA because not necessarily like I built something, but it's like them. I ain't want to leave my brothers. You feel what I'm saying? Like I felt like more comfortable, and then I didn't know, is the grass gonna be greener on the other side? You know what I'm saying? People telling me like you come to Delaware like you good. Like Joe Flacco just left. He just went whatever. He just come to Delaware. We all right. I ain't know, bro. And I made a decision, and I made that decision on my own. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't it was just me. I made that decision. I made the decision to come back, and I don't know if it was the right one or not, but I live and die by every decision I make. It is what it is.
It is what it is. So when you get back, you know, Vic starting, you coming, you playing, y'all like playing double quarterback type situation, huh? Y'all like coming in, switching series, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, how did you finish up your career at the University of Virginia? How'd you feel? And then talk to us post career.
That shit was whack. That coming in, you play quarterback, man. You gotta catch a flow. Well, me, I gotta catch a flow of the joint. I gotta get in the mix, and I gotta stay in the mix. That just like, okay, so even before Vic, it was Pistol Pete.
Oh, Lollick.
Yeah, Pete Lollick. I had an injury, man. Well, I came into UVA with a shoulder injury, and that's another thing too. They show love. Like, I committed early. I fucked my shoulder up in college tackling Corey Mosley at Henrico. Tackling Seymour. I was playing safety. That jank parted like this. Seymour running hard. You know, Seymour in there, but like, 5'8"?
Yeah, but he spoke.
What?
Spark plug.
Man, I'm coming to put him down. I don't care. I'm running up, bow, and I do my job. But my jank, like my shoulder, I separated my AC joint and did some rotator cuff issues on my throwing shoulder. I still played that year, but during that time, I was able to come up to UVA, talk to their doctors, and get treatment and everything, and make sure I was good.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's another thing that allowed me to do that. Go back to the question. Ask me the question.
The question was your experience post suspension back at UVA.
Talking about my injuries also. So I broke my throwing wrist in practice in camp, going into the year that I was competing to had a number one spot as my redshirt freshman year. I was rolling out left. I jumped and threw a pass, and I got pushed down, and I tried to brace myself with my left hand. Didn't know it was broke. I just thought it was hurt. Yeah. But I used to sneak out after the meetings. I used to always go sneak in the bathroom, take my wrist up and whatnot. But one day I left out the meeting, and Mike Grove forgot to tell me something about a certain play and what we needed to do in this period, this, that, and the third. And so he came down in the locker room and was looking for me. So I'm in the bathroom, in the stall, trying to get that jank straight. So, you know what I mean? And he's like, what you doing? Yeah. You know, what's wrong with you? Are you like pretty much like, are you hurt? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I said this jank just feel a little weird or whatever. You know. He got it. He made sure I had to go talk to the doctor that day. And I got my x-rays and everything, and my shit was broke. And so I played my freshman year while I had some decent success with my thumb wrist broke. It was you got these small little bones. I don't want to call them carpals.
Yeah. Small wrist bones.
Yeah, you got a bunch of them joints, but they was all shit. They was done for. So I played that year with it like that, struggled. Sometimes I wouldn't have the use of my hand. Like, I'd be in the middle of a play and even a pass play, and I want to throw the ball, but I got the ball sitting on my hand like this because I can't grip it. Mm-hmm. So I got to tuck it, or either I got to try to do something. You know, I literally can't. It's no way to tell. That's a fly joint too, Max.
Appreciate it.
So I was having troubles with that. We didn't know, Coach Grohl ain't know like what was gonna come of it. I played and got the surgery. The surgery with Dr. Bobby Schaber did my surgery. Thank you, sir, very much. You helped me out tremendously. But it was kind of an experimental joint that they only have done it with a baseball player, and it wasn't a pitcher. It was nobody that really throws the ball the way I do. So they didn't even know if it was gonna work. They told me it may work. It may be maybe a week from now that joint completely go, or maybe 10 years. We just don't know. Yeah. But otherwise, you don't have no choice. Yeah. I mean, you don't have. I don't have another option for you. My parents was at that meeting with the doctors and myself, and I got to the elevator when we was leaving, trying to make a decision, and I just cried. Pop looked at me crazy. Bro, just throw with your right hand. I said, nigga, what? I'm thinking to myself, nigga, what? Throw with my right hand. And from that day, I started practicing throwing that joint in my right hand because I didn't know it was gonna come from my left arm. You know what I'm saying? So I started practicing with that joint. I could toss it. I was throwing that joint 50 yards. Not extremely accurate, but I won't go. At the end of the day, I wouldn't have got it done with my right hand. At that level, it won't go happen. Don't get it twisted. But it was like I can throw that joint and hit you 50 yards down the field. Nice. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm throwing a slant through a window like that. But so I had that issue with my throwing wrist and everything, and Coach Grohl and everybody, doctors ain't really know how that was going. Then they got this 5-star boy who could toss that bitch. Peter Lawler could
Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete could toss that joint. Yeah. I could too though. Don't get me fucked up. Yeah. I could toss it better. But y'all got me fucked up. But Pistol Pete was nice, and I always made sure I took him the same thing Biscuit did with me. I did with bruh. Good. But Buddy had extracurricular activities that just won't conducive to his success. Yeah. It won't shit I could do about it. Yeah. I did my part. I made sure that, you know what I mean, I did my part as far as helping him out. But we was coming in doing that splitting time type of joint. Yeah. And it just won't cutting it, and to the point where it just kind of dwindled away. It just kind of dwindled away. But that joint was pretty tough. That joint was pretty tough dealing with that wrist issue. Yeah, the surgery ain't. I would still have issues with it, and even to this day, I still have issues with it. I can't flex it past here, and I can't load it past here.
Oh, you can't do no push-ups.
I be doing it. It hurt. Oh, okay. I do it. It hurt and whatnot. And then I used to have to walk around all day with this little medicine machine. You know, that joint took the pigment out my arm from here up my wrist. Took all the pigment out because it just had to pump medicine constantly into my arm. So I used to have to rock that joint throughout the days just to make it.
Okay. So what did you do after graduation from University of Virginia? You know, we could just run through this real quick. Tell us about.
Trying to rush me off the joint.
Tell us about. Tell us about your post NFL. Did you plan on playing in NFL? Was that your goals?
Hell yeah, I wanted to be. Because I knew that was gonna take care of the family.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I said, shit, I get there, we gonna be straight. We ain't got to worry about nothing no more. All that little shit that I used to have to go through when I was growing up, we ain't got to worry about it no more. I get there. It ain't work out. I mean, and it was me. You know what I'm saying? I can't put that on nobody else. That was I accept full accountability for not being able to make it to the show the way I wanted to. I had got a call after the draft from Miami, but I never talked to Miami a day before in my life from there. I had talked to St. Louis and Minnesota and the Giants. Now, you know what I'm saying? They was the ones telling me they was gonna call me.
Yeah, take a chance. Yeah.
You feel me? I really didn't have.
You told Miami, hold on, I'll call you back.
I should have. You know what I'm saying? I should have. They ended up. Miami was the first team to call. Soon as the draft over, they called. I'm like, I don't know. I don't got representation like that. I just don't know what to do. My father ain't been in that position. He don't know what to do. You know, he trying as hard as he going. He out putting leg work in, talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my son is. You know what I mean? He doing the best he could do. Yeah. But we don't know how to handle that situation. Yeah. We don't know what to do. We don't know who the right people is. It's tough. You got to try to trust people with your career when you know that people is shitty out here. It's a tough position to be in. But they called, and I'm like, hell yeah, well, at least I got somebody to call me. I committed, said I was going, they had all my information. I went down, but before I left, St. Louis ended up calling. And I wanted to go down there so bad, man.
Yeah.
St. Louis was working me out as a receiver.
Oh, okay.
And I was doing real well, boy. I was doing, when they used to come visit, I did well, man. They showed a lot of love. They showed the most love, and they knew all my background. They knew my cousins and all this stuff. Like who, they asked things, about like who's coming to live with you. Is Delonte Singletary coming to live with you? How the fuck you know him? He ain't in none of my information.
Right.
None of that. You know what I mean? And but they ended up not calling. Anyway, I went to Miami, went to a rookie mini camp. I actually did pretty well. But at the end of the day, I believe that was just a favor. Because the tuna, Bill Parcells is Jeezy. They come from, they like this.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel what I'm saying? So I believe it was just like a favor, like, we need an arm. You got an arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some. That's what I think. He was never told me. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I never talked to Miami. Never. They never. During the draft process, or like they never talked to me. So I'm almost 100% that jank was just a favor from the tuna. The tuna got me. I'm walking out the shower. The tuna came, told me, "Hey man, Edmonton called about you." Jamil's in my head saying, "I don't give a fuck. Why are you telling me? I'm at this show. This was supposed to be, like, you telling me about Edmonton?
Edmonton?
Yeah, right. Who is that? That's in my head. That's what I want to say, but I'm trying to be. I'm like, okay, yes, cool. He asked me what I want to do. I'm like, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing, like, a couple days later, that's bring your clipboard. I mean, bring your playbook. Yeah, come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing. So if I, but it is what it is. And they ended up going. Miami went through like 4 quarterbacks that year too. Pennington, Henney, Pat White.
Yeah,
and I think it was another boy. I'm trying to find people. Hey, call them. I didn't have representation. Call these people. I'm trying to get in touch with. There's nothing I can do. I'm thinking like maybe I can at least get up there and do something. But that was my NFL experience. Got cut, came home and started moving furniture. I worked for a Hilldrup moving company and was moving furniture after I got cut, and was like, man, fuck football, because I ain't really had nobody tell me I wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a first.
That was never had nobody tell me I wasn't good enough. Well, actually, my high school football coach ain't think I was good enough. He nuts. But
he nuts.
Yeah.
He nuts.
He lost. He off his rocker. But yeah, that point. So I'm at home. I'm like, man, I ain't doing no football. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what's going on. My brother at the time, like I told you, he a hooper. So after work and stuff like that, I'm going to help him out, get his jump shots up, doing stuff with him. And he just straight tell me like, yo, you a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, play ball, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like, train.
Yeah.
And so I just started training. And that's just how we talk to each other. Like, if you're being a bitch, you're being a bitch. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
And I was being that way. And he started getting back into it. And then that's when that arena football stuff started coming about, man. Milwaukee called, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna do this football thing. I would go lift weights and do all that stuff with him. He was the reason that's what was keeping me in shape. Besides moving these couches on my back, and you know what I'm saying? He was the one. I'm doing that, and then I'm going to train with him. And shout out to Greg Refford. I love you, boy. I did that. I went to Milwaukee and played the arena joint for the first time. It was weird. I used to watch it growing up. It was a dude named Billy Parker from the Richmond area. He's now a coach at the University of William & Mary with Mike London.
Mike London?
Yeah, with Mike London. So it's crazy. We got a lot of boys on that staff.
Oh, yeah. I think I know the whole staff.
You feel what I'm saying?
Much,
yeah, but I grew up idolizing like Red Thompson and Billy Parker. Billy Parker and my father, my father and Billy's father, both from DC. and both went to Union. You feel what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, oh, Billboy got a son. We gonna make sure we go support. So I'm watching him at Lee High School. His whole career, I'm at the games. I'm watching him at William & Mary. He ended up going, I think he might have got drafted by Carolina or something like that, but I know he played for the New York Dragons Arena Football. I used to watch him on TV every Saturday out there killing, one number 17. That boy, so that's all I knew about Arena Football. Back then, they was getting bread.
Yeah.
They was getting bread back then, but I went to Milwaukee. I did pretty well. I don't know what happened, but I ended up getting, I got cut. And then I went to an arena football team in Green Bay. Went down there and had some issues with the coach with some money. And
money. Sometimes that money be funny in that arena.
Yeah, bro. And I wasn't going for it. I had some shit to take care of too at that time, and I moved the wrong way with that situation. And
we got to get to the details of that.
Yeah, I moved the wrong way in that situation, but I came home after that season and was like, again, I'm done with it. I ain't messing around with it. Same dude, Greg, my boy, got me together, all that jank, and I got a call mid-season from a team in Nebraska. Went out that jank, was the third wide receiver, the backup quarterback, the long snapper. I was on all the special teams, so I was just doing everything and doing it well. And you know what, I was like, man, I ain't going back home. I know what's gonna happen to me. I'll go back home. I just say I can't. So I just decided to stay out there in Nebraska, which is crazy. First of all, I couldn't even tell you where Nebraska was. I had no interest in Nebraska, but I grew up again in Nebraska, man. And everything that I should have done when I was in college, I did in Nebraska.
Nice.
And became extremely successful.
Good.
I started to just, you know what I mean, to really, to be.
He was MVP, right?
Yeah, bro. I had a couple, I had a back-to-back joint, Offensive Player of the Year, MVP, and then I did it the following year, and I did, like my first year, that first year I told you I was playing everything, I was back up everything. They had a dude named Rocky Hines was out there. He went to USC and UNLV, but he ended up saying he won't coming back during the summer. I don't know why, but I was already there, so I was like, shit, well, nigga, let's go. Like, came out that joint and got the MVP that year, and I was getting traction. They had a lot of support, man. That joint was beautiful out there, man. Thank the Lord for Grand Island, Nebraska, yo. I was doing really well to the point where the Cleveland Browns had contacted me. So I'm like, oh shit, so this little bullshit is worth it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm about to be straight again. Like, so I cool. They contact me, they talk they shit, say they gonna do this. I ain't never heard from them again after two little, you know what I mean, talks together. So cool. Then my head coach at the time was a guy named Mike Davis. He was a tech guy. He was there when Vic was there. He was a tech guy. He had a relationship with Coach Chris Jones, who was at that time the head coach of the Edmonton Eskimos, who I didn't know had reached out to me when the tune I told you had reached out to me. So he was the head coach there, and they had a good relationship and good rapport. He tells him, like, because at the end of, you know, this is almost like developmental, you know, the league, the Arena Football League, you know what I'm saying? It's almost developmental. You just doing it, or at least why I was doing it, because I wanted to stay in playing shape. I wanted to stay in the mix of football. And I wanted to have at least some type of film to show my capabilities. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing that joint. And Coach Jones reaches out with my head coach, Mike Davis, and it go from there. That first year, I ended up hurting my back in the game. I had dude that hit me late. You know, they got walls in the arena, so I once you hit the wall, if somebody forces you into the wall, the play dead. I got forced into the wall. I'm chilling like I'm on the ground. Shit over with. Buddy came, hit me right in the back with his helmet into my kidneys, so I fucked my kidneys up. But the very next day was my workout with Edmonton. I had to come with the wristband on my joint. I got checked out. You know, I had to come talk to the coach and tell him I can't do nothing for a little while. My kidneys done for. So that was done with for that first year. The next year, I run it up again. And have a knee surgery when I was supposed to report to Edmonton. Have a knee surgery at the end of the year. I tear my meniscus. I can't. And the way the season ran was like you'll have to miss some of your season to go to the CFL season. So I went to the mini camp, came back, and then I went, and they was like, "Oh yeah, we good. We gonna do this. We gonna sign you. You just got to come back." I couldn't do it. I ended up tearing my knee up, and little meniscus, having to have a surgery. Had the surgery, that ain't work. I come back again, run it up, MVP. Now we good money. Everything good money. I go to Edmonton. We go to camp, and it's the boy Jordan Lynch from Jordan Lynch had big traction at the University of Northern Illinois, I believe it was.
I remember that. Yeah, no.
Boy was going off. And I think he beat some big schools, but he was going off. They had actually signed him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah. So
I'm at camp, and I'm handling my business the way I need to handle my business. I'm outperforming everyone I need to outperform, him and the starter. But what they needed me for was for his position, which they had already inked him and spent some money on that boy. They just told me, Coach Jones and them told me that I couldn't. We don't got that slot for you no more. There's nothing you can do. Cool, I come home, I'll do whatever. I'm 270 pounds, depressed like a bitch, just eating, I'm smoking, I'm drinking. Then I get the flu right before, I'm deciding to go back to my
Nebraska.
I'm deciding to play again. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play, but whatever. I catch the flu right before the season start, drop like 12 pounds like that, you know, because I'm sick, I'm throwing up, doing whatever, drop. So that helped me, you know what I'm saying? I'm 270. Boy, I look crazy, but I got a picture of that. I look crazy. I'm heavy or whatever. But I work hard. I work hard as hell, and at that point in time in my life, and from there I did. I didn't bullshit like I did at UVA. I put the work in, got my weight down, and that staff from Edmonton moved to Saskatchewan. I do well. Again, in my league, I only won 3 MVP. I didn't, I still do well. I don't think I won the MVP that year as also, but now Saskatchewan is saying, we want you, I go to their mini camp during the middle of the season, so I miss a game of mine. We was playing a team in Minnesota. I have to miss that game because I have to report to camp up there. They did it at Dodgertown in Florida. That's where they had their camps. Did the mini camp, and that's where they do their mini camps or whatever. Their actual camps are held in Saskatoon, Regina, in Canada. Anyway, so I'm reporting. I go out there, join. I do well, and when I'm leaving, they telling me like, "All right, we good to go." I'm thinking about trying you at DB also. The boundary corners in Canada, they want big dudes, paws, long arms, long limbs type of cats. I fit the boat. I fit the, you know what I mean? And I had cut weight. I was on my shit.
Yeah.
I'm back to 230, but it looked real well. Cool. Good money then. The season over with. My arena season's over with. And I'm gone. I'm packing. I'm good. You know what I mean? I take off and I go to Saskatchewan and I'm eating. Go through the whole entire camp. Eating, bro. The very last minute of the very last period of practice, I'm running a drill. And the coach, they moved a little dummy they holding. You got to make a cutoff of base of what they do. I'm doing that jank. Put some sauce on the jank. And my shit like buckled a little bit. I heard everybody looking like everybody watching the period was like, oh. And I'm thinking like they saying like, oh, he killed it. Yeah. They might have been saying, oh, because how my knee looked. So, but I never touched the ground. I just, like it buckled a little bit and I just kept it pushing. I was like, damn, this jank feel weird. I told the coach was holding the bag. He asked me like, "You all right, bro?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "I think I'm all right, man. I think I just hyperextended it a little bit." He said, "Man, it's go in practice over with pretty much. We got you look up at the big scoreboard. It's a minute and 20 something seconds left."
Yeah.
I slide in the locker room, whatever. I even jog a little trot into the locker room. Yeah. I go in that jank. They do their little test and everything, and dude look at me and go, "Oh, okay, oh." He say, "Well, I think your LCL is gone." I say, "Fuck, what is that?"
Yeah.
Anyway, and he said, "Man, it's all right, man. You might could push it to, you might could get 6 weeks out of it or whatever, but we got to get you to our other doctor in actual Saskatchewan." Like I say, we went Saskatoon at that point in time. So a couple days go past or whatever. My knee swell up. That joint huge now. So I'm looking like I don't know what's going on. I go see they doctors in Saskatoon, and I'm laying on the table. Our trainer in that joint with they doctors, and they do the little test again, and they do a test, and I do like this, and I flinch, and he stopped touching me, and they just look at each other, and they start shaking their head, and then all of a sudden I was just like, fuck. Put my head back again, let a tear flow, and then I was just like, shit, it is what it is now, my nigga. Like, now you just gotta grind, you gotta get it back right. And that was the end of my career.
That was it.
That was done with. I had tore my ACL up, meniscus and everything. I blew that bitch. It was all done. And I never could shake back. I wasn't able to shake back, so I just ended up getting into the coaching realm again.
That is. That's a good one, bro. That's a good one, for sure. So tell everybody what you're doing right now, and then we'll go ahead and close them up.
Man, I'm just average Joe at a chemical company, you dig?
Okay.
Just taking care of myself and my family. That's it.
Mentoring any kids, training kids, any of that stuff?
I got a dog right now, boy. I got a dog.
That's
man.
what's up.
I'm gonna be real. His name is Jason Wright. He's at LC Bird High School. Man.
Okay.
He just left Huguenot. The boy dog. All the coaches out there, man, if y'all get an opportunity, I got my hands on him a little bit, man. I'm not allowing him to be the fuck up I was. He a good kid, man. He's a great kid with a great mental. He's great mentally, man. He's very mature. He's very polished, and can toss the football and can lead. So if you see him, come check out LC Bird football. Jason Wright is it, man. I'm gonna be honest. As far as Richmond quarterbacks, for sure, he the one. Yeah. He's absolutely the one.
Stamped.
Yeah, real shit. He's absolutely no joke. He's absolutely the one. He's got it.
Nice.
He's gonna do well. He's got a William & Mary offer. He's got an ODU offer, and he's got a Townsend offer.
Need that UVA joint to come through.
Yeah, man. I visited the school with him one time, man. He told me to come up there with him. You know, they showing a lot of love. They just
you know anybody out there?
At the top of his list.
You know anybody up there right now?
The Wolf out that joint. Clint sent him out there.
Yep.
Coach Slade is out that joint.
Yep.
Ryan Wiegand is not on the football staff.
He on the foundation.
Yeah. He handling like the what's the fundraiser type of things. He's doing Ryan Wiegand. He's there. But yeah, man, Jason Wright, y'all, don't miss out. He's a good kid, man. He's a great kid. He's a great kid, and I'm blessed that he looks at me the way he needs to for assistance with whatever. But yeah. His father hired me, matter of fact, man. I used to work for his father.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. That's how I got. So my baby brother Juju played quarterback at Tech. I went through Juju wanted me to, every time he get a kid, he get me to come out there and check him out because he coaches the court. He coaches court. He's a high school quarterback coach at Hermitage, our old high school, and he just get me to come out there and check him out with him and see what he got. And that's how I met Jason Wright and his family. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Let everybody know, man. Jameel Sewell, UVA legend, quarterback.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know, man, where they can follow you, keep up with you, all those different type of things like that.
I be on Instagram or whatever, but I'm on there fucking around. Like I'm not. It's not necessarily. I don't have a business. I don't have anything that I'm promoting myself to the point where I even take that serious. So I mean, it's not nothing that you want to follow for. You know what I mean? For the most part. Hey, UVA football family. We supposed to be a brotherhood. We got a brother that's down right now, man. Boss Hawk, Brandon Albert, my nigga. We got to do better with this. We got to do better at being a true brotherhood and making sure that our people is all right, doing whatever we can for them, exhausting every option and things we have. We got Jack Y'all boys doing very, he's fighting cancer right now. We lost Killer KB, man. Rest in peace, Kevin Bradley. He killed us. He had suicide, man. That shit was tough. He was going through some things. That's before y'all got there. Yeah. We got, a lot of guys that are down, man. We got a lot of guys that need our assistance. Jason Snelling may need our assistance to speak with, just to have that, whatever we can do, man. And if you post anything about that, Jane, post this, Jane, man. Whatever we can do, man, reach out to your brothers, man. We supposed to be a brotherhood. Whatever we can do, don't give up on that type of shit. Holla at them boys.
Yeah.
Whatever we can do so we can have a true brotherhood. That's the thing. Like, at that school, it seemed kind of different. Like, you don't really see the guys coming back in as much as they should. At least the big primetime guys, like, like big primetime guys.
Yeah.
They don't, we need them. We just need everybody, because this is a family, and we just supposed to be a family, and family helps each other no matter what they can do. So make sure that we get better with that and taking care of people, man. For sure. Love you, boss. All
right, man. It's like this is it then. Rapid fire questions, man. So whatever comes to the top of your mind, all right? Hotels or Airbnbs?
Airbnb.
You listen to books or do you read books?
I'd rather read one.
Do you go to the movies or watch Netflix?
Movies. All day.
Cable or stream?
Shit, stream, I guess. Stream.
IG stories, IG posts?
Posts.
You watch the news or you read the news?
Neither.
Would you rather start a podcast or write a book?
Podcast, more personality.
Yeah. Apple or Android?
I could care less. I got Apple though.
There you go. Detroit pizza or New York pizza?
Detroit.
All right. And if you was moving, would you hire a moving company? Would you work for, or would you just get your friends to move?
I'm gonna do my friends, man. We're gonna do it because it's a you can build with that joint, man. You can take your little breaks y'all can chill, y'all can bump your music.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Well, that's who 10 is. Jameel Sewell. Appreciate you.
Amen. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Max.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.